And in Genesis chapter 38, I think we've got a really interesting story. And this moment, this is one of those you caught, right? This is one of those moments that, and we probably all have had it. Like we think we got away with something. We think we're all good, and then boom, someone sees what we've done or knows what we've done, or something has happened, and that's this moment. So Genesis chapter 38, really interesting story. Judah and Tamar. Tamar's his daughter, daughter-in-law, and of Judah, and there's some stuff going on, and read it, Genesis 38. It's hard to even imagine, right? Tamar's first husband dies, and Judah says, "Okay, go, brother-in-law. Hey, go in and perform the duties correctly." And things happen. People die, right? But there comes a moment and a point. So if you're young ears, just understand I'm about to say something. So parents, pay attention. So Judah goes and he sees what he thinks is a prostitute, a cult prostitute, a woman that was set up basically for prostitution, for worship of pagan gods. So just crazy stuff. Again, this is in our Bible. This is on our Bible. And here's Judah, the Lion of Judah, right? I mean, think about that context. This is Judah, the Judah. And he sees her. He says, "Okay, let me lie with you." And she asks for some something to until he could pay, right? Something to hold, like and so he does. He lies with her. She becomes pregnant. A couple months goes down the road, and he finds out his daughter-in-law Tamar is pregnant. So he says, burn her at the stake, right? Burn her. She's been immoral. Excuse me, Judah, have you not been immoral yourself, right? But he quickly looked out at her and said, "Hey, she's been immoral." And then she sends him back and says, "Well, hey, by the man that owns these items that I've held on to, that's who impregnated me." Right. And Judah looks and goes, "Oh man, she's more righteous than I." Well, yeah, that doesn't really surprise us, right? Because what we know of Judah, and we know of Jacob, and we know of Isaac, and we look through what's happening. But it's really interesting to me, and I think it's just another one to think about. So often, guys, we look at other people and we can see the sickness, we can see the evil, we can see the misdeeds, the failures of other people, and we don't look at ourselves. Obviously, the New Testament talks about that. Why you're looking at the speck of dust in your brother's eye and not the plank in your own. But I think it's so much bigger than that. We need to recognize ourselves. Now, did Tamar do something wrong? Yes, she did. But Judah did something wrong as well. And so to recognize it's not Tamar's fault, it was Judah's fault. And actually, if we go even all the way back, you're talking about generational sins that had happened. So we just have to be cautious and really ask you to kind of look at yourself today before you pass that judgment, before you look at someone else, talking about how immoral they are. Why don't you look at yourself a little bit? Make sure that that you're clean.